What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode, another exhilarating episode of Off the Schneid. Apologies for being 3 minutes late here, 3 minutes late. I was trying to get caught up on my slow draft hell a little bit from the German Shepard there. We're caught up. We're gonna jump right into this, talk about a couple things here. Basically just the state of what's going on the UD streets right now. Hartman, appreciate you coming in, man. We got Das Brew Crew. What's going on? We got the Huron River Rat, Jason Calhoun in here, and the OG himself, Pod Daddy. What's happening, man? Appreciate you guys coming in. So yeah, I'm in slow draft hell right now. I'm not really loving it. This is what we got going on. It's all German Shepherds, but we got it maxed. We got the 20 max in. That thing filled in like literally 2 days. So I expected it to. It was the lesser, total volume than the Schnauzer. So I was trying to rip the Shepherds quick. Literally filled in 2 friggin' days. So that's pretty shitty. I'm not super happy about it. I'm in slow draft hell. I don't like being in slow draft hell. But it is what it is. We'll get through. We'll make it through. It's first world problems, It's not that big of a deal. But I don't like doing slow drafts very much. So we're in there. But we have that maxed. I'm still haven't done my Greyhound or my Golden yet, but I will do both of those tournaments. I'd like to wait as long as possible. I'll get a couple days into mandatory mini camp, which is where we're at right now. They open, well, not all of them, 24 open today. Bindles, appreciate you coming in. Yeah, shout out Travis Seal. He made the thumbnail. So shout out him. Not my creation. I did move it around, change it around a little bit, but the majority of it, pretty much 100% Travis Seal. He's made a bunch of thumbnails for me. So shout out Travis. Just unsolicited. He just said, "Hey, you want me to make you some thumbnails? Your thumbnails are garbage." He didn't say that, but they are it's just the same one. I get it. A lot of people have offered, so I appreciate that. Send me the thumbnails, and there we go. So yeah, wanted to keep talking about these tournaments. The Greyhound, I'll get into, no question. Obviously, gonna get my single entry there. It's pretty juicy. But like I said, I think 25 total teams opened their mandatory minicamp this week. So things are going to shake out. We'll see what happens with James Cook. So he reports he's practicing. That's a good sign. Obviously, definitely draftable now. That was basically the one little thing that I wanted to see before I started drafting him. And then we'll see what his price does. Do I like him as much as last year? No. His price is much more expensive than it was last year. Do I like Chase Brown as much as last year? No. His price is extremely different. Chuba Hubbard, same thing. Price change, right? So we'll see how this week goes, but I will most likely get these single entries done probably by the end of the week. But like I said, I'm not in a huge rush. They can't fill that fast when it's a single entry. And then the Schnauzer, which we're going to rip tonight, 186 entries, $3 entry point, 20 max tournament, and $100,000 to first place. That's unreal. A max is $60. You know what I mean? And you can win $100,000. That's awesome. I love these tournaments. I'll max every single Schnauzer they put out. That's for sure. So hopefully they get a couple more of these. They're a fantastic tournament. So other than that, I'm trying to pick off some weekly winners, trying to pick off some more sprints, and then the eliminators, pick those off as I can. So let's jump into a Schnauz. Let's do a 20-second clock. Should feel quick. If you want to jump in, waiting on 2. 20-second clock, waiting on 2. Wait on 1. And then we're going to go to all tournaments because this is the first Schnauzer 2 that I'm drafting. So we're going to use good old BestBall overlay, the tool over here. Link in the description for BestBall overlay. Promo code OTS. Earn yourself 25% off, $10 off a month on your monthly subscription. Appreciate that. A little housekeeping there. Let's go to all tournaments. Like I said, we got Huron River Rat in here. Supa Dupa, I'm pretty sure I've drafted with him before. UCF Jaguar, I think, followed me on the Twitter machine the other day, and he's in here. If you're in the chat, let me know. Got the goat horns. Love to see that. pretty heavily red badged or badged up. We got a couple badgeless at the end here. Peso 3432. I'm wondering if that might be an issue. We'll see. Sometimes the names J Law 22341, like that's pretty. I don't trust names when I see them like that, if I'm being honest with you. We got Fantasy Dog in here. Appreciate you coming in. Like number 6. Yeah, if you're in the watching the stream, hit the like button if you don't mind. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you like the content, would appreciate the subscription. So let's get this rolling. So he starts Jamar. That's good. That's a good sign. Probably should. Bobby Ray-Bans. That's a cool name. I like that. That's about all we got. Pretty low kind of ownership, or low badge, low family and friends kind of thing in this one. I'm gonna just start it out with CD. That's kind of my click around here. He's my number 2 ranked. So let's start with CD. I want to make sure it's only 20 max, so I want to make sure I get enough exposure to the guys I like, and I really like CD Lamb. So let's start with that. I do want to make sure I get enough Jefferson. What am I at now in all tournaments? I kind of just want to be at the field, 2.6%. So I definitely have a little bit of catching up to do on my Justin Jefferson shares, but I'm really not too concerned about it. I can get them at any time in the same place. His ADP is not going to move. If anything, it would only move down. So that would be, I guess, a good thing for me. So I'm not too worried about it. I can get up to my 8% or so. Most importantly would be my Best Ball Mania shares, which I probably only have 1 or 2. So I still have to, like I said, I got some catching up to do, but not the end of the world. And Travis Seal, he's Canadian too. So, Canadians look out for each other. So shout out Travis Seal once more. Just go 16% CD. Exactly. I'm at 16% right now as I mean, that's not, if you mean in Best Ball Mania, instead of spreading it out, I don't mind that take at all. I really don't. I don't know if I'll go down that road. I don't know. It depends on where I want to be at everyone else. I'm going to be under the field on Barkley. So that percentage could go to Justin Jefferson. Obviously, I'll be below the field on Chase, depending on how many 1-on-1s I get, right? Or if I maybe get a share in the two spot or something, which is pretty rare. But if you get it, take it. So realistically, it's like Bijan, CeeDee Lamb, and then that's basically, those are my two biggest. Will be my 2 highest owned in the top 6. And Christian McCaffrey might make it into that top 6 above Jahmyr Gibbs. I wouldn't be shocked on that. We'll see where that goes. Anything unique? These guys did what they should at the end. Okay, so that's okay. We should be all right. It's always a concern when you see some random name badgeless guys in. You never know what they're going to do. Oh, this is a fun start. I've done that. Did that with BBG the other night. I would have went Lad to pair up with my CD Lamb. But let's go Bucky, only 5%, and I don't think I have that a ton. Let's bring up the combination tool. We got CeeDee Lamb and Bucky. I've got $13 worth. Okay. 15%, $13 worth. So I should probably look to get that into BBM at some point. But I really like this Miami Tampa Bay game a lot. The Dolphins Bucks game. I like that game a lot. So I'm focusing on that. This is a super juicy schedule as well. I know everybody likes Atlanta, and so do I, but Atlanta, Carolina, and Miami, that's a juicy schedule for the Bucks. So definitely one I'm focused on as well. Do I want to go Terry McLaurin? He's not attending minicamp, but I expect him to get something done. I'm not too worried about McLaurin not being there. I don't know if I want to go down that road. Depends on who's there, I guess. ADP-wise, it's Terry. I could bring in Tyreek Hill to go with my Bucky. Which I might just do that. 33%. I've been doing that a lot more, trying to mix that in. I've got a lot of Waddle. So, yeah, we'll mix that in. So we've got a little Week 17 game stack going on here. That we may or may not expand on that game stack. I'm fading Barkley a good amount, 2 to 4% probably. Yeah, I'll be about there as well. Probably about 4% Barkley. Like I'll take him at 5, 6 for sure. I'll take Barkley. It's pretty hard for me to click him at 4. By pretty hard, I mean exceptionally hard. I like 5 is the earliest I'll take Saquon Barkley. It really is. Like it's Chase, CeeDee, Bijan. That's my top 3 rankings wise. And then I'll probably pick off some Jefferson. Like there's question marks after that. Now it's like the top 3 are set in stone for me. I will not move any of those 3. Chase, CeeDee, Bijan. And then it's kind of, I want to even out my exposures from there. Was Gibbs. Gibbs was my number 2 ranked actually. But then since the Ragnow news, he's kind of slipped. But I do want to get like, it's a 2-way tie between Gibbs and Jefferson for 4, like 4A, 4B, then Barkley, then Christian McCaffrey. I might have Neighbors above McCaffrey. It's hard to say. Like, I guess I don't need to. If anything, I need to keep moving like CMC up if I want to get enough shares of him. Because Neighbors is kind of falling, which is odd. Well, I guess he's falling with the Christian McCaffrey rise, but we'll kind of play it by ear. But I'm going to be about the same, Hartman, about 4% as well, roughly. So, and again, like I'm not picking him before pick number 5. Pick number 5 is the earliest I'll take Saquon Barkley. The earliest. Let's pull up ADP again. Nothing really to game stack here. Smith goes. So it's definitely Jameson Williams for me here, 18%. So I want to make sure I get as much as I can of that. Let's see what I've got for $10 with Bucky, 17% Tyreek, 31% CeeDee. Yeah, it's definitely Jameson Williams regardless. It's just good to know where you stand on stuff like that. And then we'll see who gets back to us on the wraparound here. Wouldn't mind putting together some more game staction, but I don't really. It would be forced if I did. Unless Metcalf's there, like if DK, and there he goes. If DK was there for week 16, week 16 against Jameson Williams there, I would have taken that. He's gone. That's fine. Hurts goes. I'm sure Jason Calhoun was hoping Hurts would make it back to him, but that's okay. Goes to the Saquon drafter. There goes Pickens. I probably would have taken Pickens, but not the end of the world that he's not there. Let's do Waddle as he continues to rise. Or no, I should have taken George Kittle there actually. But let's go Waddle, and then I probably am going to take Tua on this team. Where am I at with Tua? I don't want too much, but I want enough. 9.6, perfect. That's kind of where I want to be throughout all tournaments and in Best Ball Mania, right around just the field at 8%. I think, there's outs for Miami just reverting back to being one of the best offenses in the NFL. There are outs to that happening. So I'm gonna just get not back on board, but I'm gonna just again be at the field that Tua can do this. And again, the playoff weeks are pretty juicy. The at Pittsburgh, that's not a great game, but at home to Cincinnati and at home to Tampa Bay, those are very good environments for the Miami Dolphins. As long as Tua can stay healthy, like at home in the fantasy football playoffs, I know Tua can't play in the cold. He's playing in Miami for weeks 16 and 17. As long as he stays healthy and he gets there, I'll figure it out for week 15. If I could advance past week 15, we'll kind of take it from there. What's happening, brother? Appreciate you coming in. Huhaim's just on with Meg earlier today. And did you stream on your own channel? But I know you're on with Meg at the Fanspeak Network. Caught a little bit of that earlier today. But yeah, I mean, I was doing a lot of that in the big board, which actually looks pretty good now with the playoff schedule that we have for Miami. And not a lot of people are doing it. So I am going to do a little double bring back with Tampa Bay at some point, probably with Kate Otten, if I can make that happen. I'd rather not get Baker Mayfield on this team, but we'll see how that goes. If he falls far enough, I would take him. This guy's almost certainly going to be the Burrows or the Joe Burrow drafter. Maybe I should snipe him for stealing George Pickens on me. Hey, teach him a lesson. No, I'm not going to do that. Just does nothing for my team. I think Debo would be a good click here to go with my CeeDee Lamb. That can make some sense. How much do I have with CeeDee and Debo? 20%, but only $18. Okay. Oh, this guy takes them. There you go. Didn't even have to protect the integrity of the game. There it is. Let's go Debo. I mean, Chris Godwin could be a good click here too. Jerry Jeudy's an okay click. Let's do Debo. I don't like, again, 9.7 right at the field at Godwin. I like that. I'm happy with that. I don't want to get, ahead of my skis on Godwin. There's still some injury concern with him right now. So let's pair up. We got a little week 17 with the Miami, Tampa Bay, another little mini stack with CeeDee Lamb and Debo. So I can kind of build out from there kind of what I want to do. Let's do, I mean, it's tough to not take Judkins here. I kind of want to take more Swift, though. Let's take Swift here. Let's get some DeAndre Swift in our lives a little bit more. I need to get a little bit more. I think I should fade off of that Judkins click that I love so much, 23%, and distribute a little bit of it to Swift and just pull him up a little bit. 3 picks pull up, that's literally nothing. So yeah, I think I need to spread out the click a little bit there. Steph, how are you? Hope you're having a good night. Appreciate you coming in. We're gonna rip probably 2 Schnauzers. We're in the Schnauzer 2. We're gonna rip 2 of these tonight, and then I got to get on my golf game after this. I got to build up my model for the U.S. Open, and get my entries in for that. I haven't done golf since I think the Masters, and I got a nice little bankroll because I did well in the Masters, and I haven't even put it to use yet. So I'll be doing that after we're done streaming here. We have one more Schnauzer coming up after this, and then we'll get out of here for the night. Nothing crazy going on. Little Chicago, San Francisco stack there. Little Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. All right, these badgeless are kind of drafting how they should, I suppose. UCF Jaguar. Nice looking squad. Huron River Rat. I would have taken Ladd there, so that's how she goes. I may have taken Devontae there, but I'm glad I didn't. Probably should have taken Kittle, but didn't. Maybe should have taken DJ Hawkinson. So here on Riverrat over here, building a squad like very similar to what I could have done in a lot of clicks in a lot of circumstances, but that's all right. Ibuka could be a click here. Jordan Mason would have been my click. So let's do Jaden Higgins. I'm starting to click that name quite a bit more. Ibuka could be the option here, but I'm still thinking it's going to be Cade Otton. We'll see. Where did Mayfield go? Right here to the Mike Evans drafter. Okay. So he's going to probably be looking for Cade Otton. So that's another thing I like to look at and think about. So this guy, Senpai Killer. Okay. He's probably going to be looking to add another Tampa Bay piece. He does have the Achan bring back, Mike Evans. I don't know if he's watching the stream or not. I highly doubt it. I don't know this name, but definitely going to be wanting to bring another Tampa Bay piece. So I'm going to have to keep that in the back of my head. Might have to pull up. Probably going to have to pull up Cade Otton to 172 right there, which is fine. Unless this guy wants to really reach at 161. Oh, we're on the clock. Should probably get in here, make our click. It's definitely Scatabo. I'm happy he's still there. That's who I wanted. Let's do Cam Scatabo. Scatabo. So I need to keep that in the back of my head. Unless he wants to pull him up to 161, he's not going to get Cade Otton. I'll tell you that. I won't take him at 65, but I will take him at 60 or 72. Sorry, right there. The Godwin drafter probably shouldn't want him. He's got Trey McBride. I doubt he's going to want to just double games or team stack the Bucks with Chris Godwin, but you never know. You never know. Great night. I just passed my state boards and now I'm a BCBA. I'm not sure what all those acronyms or is it not an acronym? Yeah, an acronym. Yeah. What does that acronym stand for? Sounds like you're real smart. I'll tell you that, Steph. So that's good. Sounds like you're smarter than me. BCBA. State boards. Let me try to figure it out. I got nothing. I'm drawing blanks. Congrats to you, Steph. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like you're real smart. There we go. Board certified behavior analyst. There you go. Nice. Nice. Congrats. Nice work. Celebration. Hopefully you got a wine in your hand. Little glass of Pinot Noir or something like that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you have any Albatross teams left? No, I only did like 10. I wasn't too into it. I honestly don't do very well with the best ball, golf best ball. I do fairly well. Probably I do better than any other sport in DFS in golf. Actually, I won a mini max, so it's same amount of entries, like 70,000 entries. I won a mini max in golf a couple of years ago for the what's it called, Pebble Beach. So that was fun. So I do really well in golf as far as DFS is concerned, but not in best ball. It's a different animal. It's a different ball game altogether. I really don't get it all the way, and I'm just not very good at it. I'm willing to admit that. So, yeah. Did I get Debo? I did get Debo. Okay. I'll probably have to bring in Dak here. Do I just go Justin Fields for the huge drop and just not really care about it? Like, I could still get Dak if I really felt like I needed him. Let's do Justin Fields here. I'll take the drop. So yeah, I don't have any left. I only did like 10. So no, unfortunately. US Open, me, my cell phone laptop will become one this week. No doubt. No doubt, man. Yeah, it looks like a fucking nightmare, that track. Holy moly, it is going to be. They're projecting over par, I think, wins or something like that. So it's going to be a tough test, a tough mental test for these golfers. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. That's the kind of golf I like. I prefer to watch, and I'm excited to watch U.S. Open. So I'm going to be there with you. That's for sure. Meg's in here. Hey, Cody, I just got here in time for Scattaboo pick. Love it. You betcha. I was waiting for you, Meg. Just waiting for you to come in, and so I can make that pick. Is this an auto pick? Okay. Should be able to get practice. Wow. Why are you taking three quarterbacks there? I guess you have Pickens, but why did you just take Goff? Pair him up with David Montgomery? Okay. I should focus on what I'm doing. Geez. Let's do T-Law, because I want to get 3 quarterbacks regardless. So I can do Trevor Lawrence and backstack him. Sorry if I sniped somebody in the chat. By sorry, I mean, I'm not really sorry at all, to be honest with you. Who do I like for the U.S. Open? I don't know yet. I got to do my, after the stream's over, we'll rip one more Schnauzer after this one. And then I got to do my model. So I use Fantasy National, it's called. It's a golfer's paradise kind of a thing. You can build out a fantasy model, and then the golfers fit in based on all their stats. It's a pretty amazing tool. If you do DFS golf, it's for building 150 lineups to enter into whatever, the main tournament, the max. I do the mini max. It's a fantastic tool. If you know it or use it, it's amazing. So I haven't built my model yet, so I don't know who I like off the top of my head. Like Bryson, he shot a video on his YouTube channel, and I watched that where he shot even par on his kind of practice round that he recorded, which is pretty cool of him to do, and pretty cool to see a little behind the scenes. So Bryson, I would like all the bomb and gougers, man. Like, you want to win a U.S. Open, bomb and gouge, keep it in the fairway, bomb and gouge, make par. That's it. Make par, bomb and gouge, putt okay, and you should be all right. So I don't know yet, but yeah, ask me tomorrow night. I'm on, shout out to JT Best Ball. I'm on JT Best Ball show tomorrow night. If you're in the chat, ask me tomorrow. I'll have a better answer for you. So once I get that all wrapped up tonight, I'm going to put in my lineups, and we'll take it from there. We got Disbanded in the chat, initiating the AI sequence over here. Estimators mount up. Is that an Audric Estime? Chirp. Can't go wrong with Fields. Never. You can never go wrong with Fields. Never, ever. Just that high ceiling guy. Get him in my lineup. It would have been easy Jake Ferguson here if I didn't get sniped on Dak for no particular good reason. So I'll just go with that mini stack. That's fine. Running backs, probably going to be, I guess, Trey Benson here makes the most sense. Yeah, even pairs up with Jaden Higgins in the week 15 where I need someone to advance. So hopefully that's Jacksonville Jets. Let's take that. Let's go Benson. You can never go wrong with Fields. Never. He's one of my most owned, so I'll keep doing that. Going on Friday, the U.S. Open first column. Oh, you're going with Steve. You and Steve are going. That's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I think Steve said he was going Friday and Sunday. I don't know if you're going Friday and Sunday as well. So those would honestly be the 2 best days to go to a golf tournament. Obviously, Sunday final, and then Friday is cut down day. So those would be the 2 best days to go to a golf tournament. So enjoy it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be tough. You're going to see a lot of frustrated golfers. I would recommend following around. And then this guy doesn't even, he takes Jaden Blue instead of Jake Ferguson. Like, what are we doing here? Whatever. Do your thing, man. You do your thing. We're going to go Tua here. Just lock it in. Get my 3rd quarterback. That game stack is in good shape. I'm done at quarterback. No questions asked. Looking like a 3-5-7-3 Could be a stop at 6 wide receiver, maybe. My running backs are in a good spot. Probably 3-5-7-3, I think, makes the most sense. Not my most common. I like to go 2 quarterback as much as possible, but I don't feel bad with my estimate bags. I don't either, man. I'm fine with the estimate with J.K. Dobbins coming in. I'm not going to draft him at the 20% clip I have been. I'll tell you that, but I'm fine. I'll still click him, even with J.K. Dobbins there. I'll still click Audric Estime. Obviously, it'll be more like a 2, 3, or 2 to 4% clip from now on. I'd like to end up with like 6% estimate, something like that, 4 to 6% estimate. So we'll be fine. Yeah, Fantasy National is amazing. It's a great tool. Great tool. Nick Bach, welcome in the chat. WTF, appreciate you coming in, brother. Best ball is a roll of the dice. Yeah, with golf, I think we're talking. I just don't like it. I just don't really. It's fine. It's fun. It can be fun. I just don't do well at it particularly. So I'd rather just keep on keeping on with the DFS where I know I can do pretty well. And I can use the Fantasy National tool as a bit of an edge. So I'll keep doing that. Strange goes. That's kind of annoying, but I don't think he was going to make it back to me regardless. ADP 160. That's not that crazy. 4357. Definitely need tight end here. Let's do Gesicki here. Makes so much sense. I just have to bring him up here. So let's do Gesicki. Pairs up with Miami. Pairs up with Trey Benson there. Have to pull him up. And then we'll see who's there. Yeah, I think we're talking about golf best ball. Big roll of the dice. And then we're going to bring up K-Dot, like we talked about. Double bring back for my double Miami. And I like doing that with running back tight end. This guy's going to be real unhappy with me, the Baker Mayfield drafter. I would imagine. Oh, you got Jalen McMillan. There we go. You're fine. But I had to take him there anyways. So one more running back, one more wide receiver, and one more tight end. I probably won't be taking Taylor, and he just goes there anyways. Just because he's by week 9, I just do not like to do that. I can take naked Fields. I can take naked Trevor Lawrence if I want as well. Like, I'm really not too concerned about that. I definitely gotta get a non-week 12 bye week wide receiver. That's no question. Another reason I kind of have to avoid the bye week overlap at tight end is because I might need one of them to show up in my flex, especially week 12. So yeah, we could go Diami Brown unless he went. I don't think he would have gone. There he is. We could go Diami Brown here, but we'll see what comes back to us. What do we got? Bryson's channel it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a real good behind the scenes kind of look at one of the best players in the world, really. So I love watching his break 50s and stuff like that. The guests that he has on is really fun. So yeah, shout out to Bryson's YouTube. Not that he needs it. Steph, that's so awesome. Proud of you. Hell yeah. Steph's killing life over here. Absolutely. JT Best Ball, what's happening, man? Appreciate you coming in. High on field. Seems like everybody's high on fields. You kind of have to be when you have that easy kind of high ceiling play, right? That we're all looking for, that we're all after, that we all crave, that we all desire. So one more of each. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Let's do Giddens. Super high on DJ Giddens this year. 28% right now. I'm really high on him. Let's bring him in. No overlap in our bye weeks for our running backs. So I like that. I like this room. We're done at running back. Need one more tight end, one more wide receiver. The wide receivers, I don't know, not super duper important. Jalen Coker looks a little more, appetizing now with some injury concern from Liggett. Xavier Liggett, he had surgery on his right foot or ankle or something like that. Foot or ankle. We're not even sure what the surgery was over the offseason. And he was, kind of limping around practice with his right cleat off earlier today or yesterday. So that's a little bit of a concern right there. What else are we doing here? This guy's got to be pretty desperate for, 7 running backs. Like, this is Ray Zanny or what? 8 running backs? 3, 8, 5, 1? Okay. You can stop at 2 tight ends. I get that. But let's bring in Juwan Johnson. He's going to be where we stop at tight end, obviously. Weeks 9, 10, 11. We're in good shape at our tight end room. Pairs up with Justin Fields as well. Just trying to pick off a little bit of correlation when we can and when it makes sense, where it absolutely makes sense there. So one more wide receiver to round off our room. Cannot be by week 12. Keenan will definitely be at the top of the list. We got Coker here. Adonai Mitchell, I already have Giddens. Not that that's the end of the world. I could still take Adonai Mitchell, which we'll put on the maybe pile. Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson both pair with our Miami double stack, so that's definitely a possibility. Roman Wicks is a possibility. And then we're kind of scrolling down if we really want. MVS is always a possibility, but I'd rather be taking him in 8 wide receiver rooms. So we'll see who kind of falls back to us here. My dad and brother going Friday and Sunday, just Friday for me. There you go. Yeah, man, that's gonna be a good one. You're gonna enjoy it either way. It'll be a really good time. I would suck so bad at golf. Estime, yuck. There's a reason they brought in 2 RBs. Okay. Naked Quinn Ewers, yeah. Did someone take Quinn Ewers? No. What's up, Cody? Congratulations, Steph. Absolutely, congrats to Steph. Appreciate you coming in. Meet Gazer. Steph's in here. Pat, Fantasy Dog Pound. Appreciate you coming in, man. That was you take a breather, have a beer after drafting 13 teams at the same time on one stream earlier today. Take a breather, grab yourself a little beverage, take a load off. That looked intense. A lot going on there. A lot going on. So we're by week 5 regardless. I'll take just one of these 3. Any correlation? Probably just the Miami side. So let's get rid of Wicks here. Yeah, and then we have Detroit as well. So let's get rid of Wicks. It's either Roman Wilson or Calvin Austin. I'm going to take the gamble on Roman Wilson. I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to I'm going to try to even out those 2. I think they both have a little bit of value. But yeah. So we wrapped it up 3-5-7-3. Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, it's fine. It should work. I've got 3. I've got volume. They don't overlap buys. Correlated a little bit. Realistically, I need to get through week 15 and then the Miami stacks take over. So that's kind of what I planned when I did the Miami double stack with the Cincinnati at home, Tampa Bay at home. Those are some very quality games for Miami. Geez, we're out of here. We got kicked out. Let's go like this and refresh it. Take a look. So yeah, we knew we were going to do that when we took the Miami double stack with the Bucky bring back. We got double bring back with Cade Otton. We have Gesicki as the bring back in the Miami, week 16. So we just need to get through week 15 essentially with the Pittsburgh. We do have that correlated anyways with the Miami double stack, but it's more about Fields and Lawrence to kind of get us through there. Both naked, but completely fine. Like really, I don't mind this type of strategy. I think it makes tons of sense actually. Like it works well with like, let's say Lamar Jackson and Michael Penix, right? Let's say Lamar Jackson gets you through your pod, advances your team, and then Michael Penix takes over in the playoff weeks and you stack up and bring back, the Michael Penix side where it's also cheaper. So with this, it's kind of the same situation. I'm banking on weeks 15 and 16 with the Miami stack. I just need to get through with some high ceiling quarterbacks, especially Fields, and then Lawrence is there as well. So hopefully they can kind of get me through, and then Miami take the wheel. So Fields, Lawrence, Tua works, Bucky, Swift, Scatteroo, Benson, Giddens. I like that room a lot. Good allocation of rookie second-year guys. Swift's a vet, so that makes sense. Price tags are fine. I dig it. CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Jameson Williams, Jalen Waddle, Debo, Higgins, and Roman Wilson. I like that, considering this is actually, borderline strong enough to stop at 6. So I'm happy to get that extra little bit of correlation and a bit of a wild card, lottery ticket with Roman Wilson. Mike Gesicki, Cade Otton, and Juwan Johnson, 3 solid vets, high floor guys. Not much in the way of ceiling realistically, but all pretty high floor guys. Hopefully they can ping pong weeks, and this should be able to work. So I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. More than one, but who's counting? Not sure what you're talking about, disbanded, but I feel you. Let's rip another Schnauzer. Let's get into it. Let's do a 30-second clock though, so we're not as rushed. So 30-second clock in the Schnauzer 2. If you want to jump in with us. Still going to have it at all tournaments. I'll probably do that until at least 10. Once I get to 10 Schnauzer 2s, then I can start bringing in just my Schnauzer 2 exposure. And we can kind of take it from there, try to even it out, get my guys, get the bringbacks, blah, blah, blah. Only 11% filled, which is awesome. We're going to be able to easily fast draft all of these. I really don't want to be in fast draft hell, which I am currently residing in. Only 3 on the clock right now, but yeah, this is going to be fun. Where'd that go? There's our Schnauzer 2. We're filled. Draw the Influencer 1-1. You love to see it. We got friends and family in this one. We got Thad in the 3. Very blessed indeed. That's a good name. I don't think I've drafted with that person. Red badge though. We got UCF Jaguar in here again. I'm assuming he's in the chat. Hasn't piped up, but that's okay. We got the Huron River Rat, Jason Calhoun again. We got Doc 79, who's been quiet in the chat. Oh, there he is. There he is. Appreciate you coming in, brother. And if anyone else is in here, let me know if you want. Or just, do the lurker thing. Do what you want to do. Should be a good one, though. Should be a fun one. Easily Jamar Chase, obviously. Look behind me. We're Bengals fans over here. Tough time to be a Bengals fan right now. As in, it's just frustrating. Frustrating the way things are run sometimes. So, yeah, let's dig into that. I'm not sure what's going on there. Like, I mean, the Bengals are somewhat getting an unfair heat because of who they are and because of the way they run things. Like, Nolan, what's his first name? Walter Nolan just signed his rookie deal with the Cardinals earlier today. And that wasn't getting anything. But I mean, I think it sounds like it's just a language thing based around injuries, which means like, yes, rookie contracts are protected. So he would be getting paid that money regardless of injury. Right. But I guess there's some language as far as guarantees and injuries and shit like that with Shamar Stewart's contract, which is just a piss off. Like, let's go, guys. Let's just get this done. Same thing with the Trey Hendrickson deal. Like, throw him a bone, get him a few extra $1 million. He leads the fucking league in sacks for the last 2 seasons, more than TJ Watt, and we don't want to pay the guy. Just is such a bad look and sets a bad precedent, and it's a bad message to send to all of your players and to the locker room. So it's frustrating. It's frustrating being a Bengals fan a little bit sometimes, but GM Best Ball guy, what's happening, Eric? Appreciate you coming in. Easily I approached the microphone and it ain't no joke. Got you. I got you. Not sure what you're talking about tonight, Disbanded. You're kind of all over the place, brother. But that's all right. We can do that. We can do that. But yeah, it's frustrating being a Bengals fan sometimes. Right now, especially. It's very, very frustrating. Yeah, Shamar Stewart sounds off. I just got a little bulletin here. I heard that. I heard it is saying. It's frustrating. I don't know what to do or what to say. Just pay the man and get the contract figured out with Shamar Stewart. Like, why is he the only one with this kind of fucked up language? Which is what it sounds like it is. Not only in this class, but in like Bengals history. All of a sudden they're trying to do things different. And like, you know, he said today, I agree with this. He said today, like it's more like they want to be right more than they want to win games, sort of thing. Like, that's the wild thing. Like, they want to like win the argument. They want to be right. They don't really care about whether you're happy or not. Like, what do you think this is doing for his mentality in that locker room, coming into the building every day, seeing that logo on the wall every day, you know, the coaching staff, the front office, everything? Like, what is he going to, you think he's just going to like water off a duck's back? You think he's just going to forget about it and bygones be bygones? Like, this isn't a good message. It's just what I'm saying. Like, it's wild. It's just pissing me off. It's bad management like the Cowboys. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll let them cook. Do your thing. It's all good. Try being a Jags fan. UCF Jag, I knew you were in here. Appreciate you coming in, man. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I could see it being tough. That's for sure. I've been thinking about the start we had on BBM draft. I like what you did at 1-2 turn, at 3-4 turn, but separate, not the same team. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Not to derail the topic, just wanted to share. I think that's the time to do it because we game stacked week 16, right? With the first 2 picks with McCaffrey and Taylor. We game stacked week 16, then we came back in 3-4 and game stacked week 17, and then we have an advantage. That was my thinking. Like, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent, like that's what. And I've done it on my own. I did it like literally yesterday or the day before on, I can't remember what tournament it was, probably the German Shepard. I think there's value there. Like, I think it can work. But we'll see. Rashee Rice goes early. Okay, I'll take that because that's going to push someone down to me where I would have, Rice might have been on my radar for one of these 2 picks, but we'll see how that goes. I would not say 27. Do you know how old Kenneth Walker is? Yeah, I think I just traded for him in a dynasty league, so I know exactly how old he is. He is 24 years old. I'm going to make these 2 picks here. Let's do JT. That's no question. Like, it's always going to be JT. I might even just double tap running back here to get a little bit different and kind of fade this chalky. Mind you, it is only a 20 max. It is only a 20 max tournament. It's definitely JT. That's no question in the world. I might take the ADP drop on Bucky, and this is just unique. It is only a 20 max, so it's the chalkiness doesn't matter with the Bengals game stack here. But I think I'm just going to take the value with McBride. I'm going to do that, or with Irvin, sorry, with Bucky. I'm going to do that. This is definitely going to be a little bit unique. Definitely going to be a little bit unique. I like that. Yeah, I know he's 24 because I traded him for I traded Chase Brown and got Kenneth Walker in a second in a 32 team league. So I know he's 24. I literally just traded for him a couple days ago, so I knew exactly how old he was. I really like Josh Allen Smith together. That feels strong. I like it. Yeah, he's 24. He's 24. Can't believe it. Believe it. Been in the league. This is his 4th year, right? This is Kenny Walker's 4th year, I believe. Yeah, 4th year in the league at 24 years old. Yeah. Again, I just traded for him, so it's unfair to ask me. I know exactly how old he is. Yeah, Breeze is young too. They both came out at 20, I believe, and they're both the same age. Or sorry, they're both the same year, right? So both 4th year in the league. Same draft year, obviously. Yeah, but Breeze will be 24 by the time the season starts. That's for sure. That's crazy. Emo Cowboy, what's happening, man? Tyler, appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you coming in. We got the Emo Cowboy. As a Chiefs fan, you know I'm rooting for Henderson to get signed. As a Chiefs fan, why would you be rooting for that? Wouldn't you want him to get traded somewhere? I don't know why you would want believe that. I don't know why you'd want the Bengals to, like, it's crazy how much the Chiefs are one of my most hated teams in the NFL as a Bengals fan. Like, we have a pretty good rivalry going on with the it's sarcasm. Gotcha. How am I supposed to know that sarcasm, man? As a Chiefs fan, you know I'm rooting for Henderson to get signed. I guess I should have known, but it's tough to know in text form if it's sarcasm, right? Yeah, but it is wild how much the Chiefs are a rival of the Bengals, considering like the Chiefs are more of a rival than honestly the Ravens. Like, being a division rival, the Ravens should be, no question, are one of our biggest rivals. It's the Steelers, no question. Like, I absolutely despise everything about the Steelers, obviously. And then it's the Chiefs, and then probably the Ravens. And then probably the 49ers after that, to be honest with you. So that's probably how it goes for me. And then the Browns are whatever. Like, obviously the Browns have been bad for a while, so it's hard to really care about the Browns. But yeah, it's interesting. One of my best friends is a Chiefs fan, big Chiefs fan. So yeah, we've had some battles out there in the streets, but either way, we're rocking and rolling. We're definitely unique. I maybe should have taken Marvin Harrison there. I don't know. Like, it is a time box tournament, so the chalk doesn't matter in this, that's for sure, in a 20 max. But I'm never going to get this start, like, pretty much ever. JT Bucky on the turn with Jamar Chase. Now I can, deviate from running back for a good chunk of the draft here and kind of just see where this takes us. So yeah, I kind of like that. I think we can land this plane. I kind of like what I'm going to do with these next 2 clicks, because I do not think they'll get taken. And I think that'll put us in a good spot. I really think that'll put us in a good spot. These next two clicks will make me really happy. They might be weird, but I think they work. I know they work. They make a lot of sense. As long as No Brain X doesn't take these guys for whatever reason. He needs to hit wide receiver. Should probably go Devonta Smith. He goes Pickens. I mean, like, Devonta Smith Hurts would be a quality clicks here, quality combination. But I'm going to bring in Zay Flowers and Waddle. So Zay Flowers pairs up with Chase. I need wide receiver anyways. Like, I don't really want to take Hurts here because I need wide receivers regardless. I do like Zay. He's my highest ranked wide receiver right now. And he also pairs up with Chase. Bye weeks are good at week 7, so that should be nice. And then Waddle obviously pairs with our Bucky and pairs with Jamar Chase as well. Also, I think I have him ranked now. No, a little bit down the board, but that's okay. So let's bring in Waddle. And I like how this is going. We have some nice correlation. We got some nice value at running back. And then we kind of pulled up, nothing major, but pulled up a couple wide receivers that I really believe in this range. So, yeah, I'm liking the way that this is going so far. We'll see how this plane lands. RJ Harvey is 3 months younger than Kenneth Walker. I need to go clear my head. Yeah, man, that's wild, eh? Like, well, how old's Charbonnet? Like, Charbonnet's got to be right in that vein as well. He was the next draft, though, so, but he came out as a 20-year-old. So he's in his third year at probably, 22? Let's see how old Zach Charbonnet is. No, 24. I thought he was 20 when he came out. Okay, he was 22 when he came out then. I am wrong, but still same age as Harvey, regardless. So yeah, when guys are young and they come out, it's pretty wild when they play well, especially. They just feel like they've been in the league forever. Arizona Mountain Man, appreciate you coming in here. Does the Steelers hatred go back to the Carson Palmer injury days or deeper rooted? Yeah, it's absolutely right there. Like, absolutely. The Van Ohoffen rule. They literally made a fucking rule in the NFL for, what's his first name? Something Van Ohoffen. I can't even remember his first name. I sincerely believe that the Bengals would have won the Super Bowl that year. Literally the second play of the game, he throws like a 60-yard bomb to AJ Green and just gets his knee completely blown up by now illegal hit, literally named for the guy. Yeah, it goes back to the Carson Palmer days. It also goes back to the Hines Ward days, man. Fuck Hines Ward. You heard it here. Like, fuck Hines Ward. He is a piece of shit, man. The dude literally looked to hurt people on the football field. Chemo Van Ohoffen. Thank you. Yeah. Hines Ward used to literally try to hurt people. Like Troy Polamalu, don't get me wrong. Troy Polamalu was great. He was a great player. But half the shit he did when he was playing is illegal now. Like, man, fuck the Steelers. You're gonna get me going on the Steelers. Like, yeah. I figured you were disbanded. I wasn't gonna call it out, but I figured you were. Like the Roy Williams rule, horse collar, exactly. Like, they literally made rules for the Steelers. Like the Steelers in the Carson Palmer days, like back then in that era, right around that time, they were the dirtiest team in the NFL by far. Like, by far. And they kind of always have been. Like, oh God, don't get me going on the Steelers. Don't get me going. I hate the Steelers. I really, really do. Obviously, I have to. Like, as a Bengals fan, you're always going to hate the Steelers. They hate us. I get it. That's fine. Of course. Yeah. Steelers fans hate Bengals fans. I get that. It's fair. But either way, we were in his dirt. Like, yeah, we had Vontez, and he was a piece of shit too. Don't get me wrong. But like, every third player on the Steelers roster was like, one of the dirtiest players in the NFL. They're literally making rules for these guys to not be able. Half the players couldn't even play in today's NFL because of the dirty shit they were doing. But I digress. Let's move. Let's move on. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about how sick this team's looking. Hopefully, I can land this plane. Like, the problem I have right now is I don't know what I'm going to do at quarterback, especially because this guy just took Joe Burrow with Lamar Jackson. That's fun. That's really not optimal in my opinion, but okay. So I don't think I would have gotten Burrow anyways. Like, this guy probably would have taken Joe Burrow. Probably would have taken Joe Burrow. I get that. If he didn't at 70, I'm taking him, no question. He's gone now regardless. So I'm not sure what I'm doing at quarterback with this team. And that doesn't really feel good, So we're going to have to get creative. Maybe. We'll see. Little zero QB sort of a situation. And that's a position I don't like to feel uncomfortable with. That's kind of been my strategy all season so far, is like put yourself in a good position quarterback wise. And I think you'll like your team a lot more. Like, it'll come together a lot easier. That's kind of my opinion on it. So Yeah, I want to be done drafting. I've been saying that by 12. So rounds 8 through 12 quarterbacks are just super, super juicy. So I'll figure something out in there. Hopefully we can get some correlation. I have some nice correlation already. It's just a matter of like, putting something together with my quarterbacks that makes sense. Like, I guess if I could figure out something with Jacksonville and Indianapolis here. Obviously, I have the Tua thing again if I wanted to go down that path, but to be honest, I'd rather not. If I did do that, I couldn't take Tua again in this tournament, which is fine. Like twice in this tournament, that's fine. But you can't go any higher exposure than that to Tua. All right. We got Debo here. I'm a little leery on Montgomery, but I want to be just kind of where I'm at. Let's do Golden goes there. I don't love that. That's unfortunate. Let's take Debo. I don't love that either. I probably should have just taken Jaden Reed. He's probably the correct click anyways. Let's just do that. Let's just bring in Jaden Reed here regardless. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then Debo still probably would have been the click. I mean, I could have went with Myers, obviously, backstack Geno. I get all that, but I don't know. I'm a little leery on Myers as well. I've got him ranked just behind ADP, sort of a thing. So mind you, like all these guys I do, except for Judkins, I just want to. I mean, I can get as much Judkins as I want. Don't really want to go down, go back to running back already. Caleb was a thought there. That would have been an okay click. I could have brought up Swift for sure, but I think wide receiver was the click. And it pairs up with Zay. So at the very least, like I have some week 17 correlation, even if I am not able to figure something out quarterback-wise. So that's another reason to bring in Jaden Reed, pair him up with what I already have, some more correlation here. But for week 17, so yeah. Yeah, let's do that. And then it kind of just frees us up for not having to force anything quarterback-wise. But we'll see how this shakes out. We'll see how this shakes out. Like either you're 0 RB or like the one is such a weird spot. It's a weird spot. You're almost always either 0 RB or that's pretty much typically how it is. That's another reason why I kind of went down this path with Taylor and Bucky. Because for me, you're almost always 0 running back, right? Like let's say Jonathan Taylor went here and I get T. Higgins, right? And then I take Marvin Harrison with it, which is very chalk, and that's a fine start. I've done it tons. And then what are you doing down here? Like unless Hampton falls to you, like I guess if Cook, he should rise, but if he's there, yeah, you could definitely go Cook. Chuba, that's a bit of a pull up for me. I'm not going Chuba. So what do? It's typically wide receiver here at 48, 49. And then, or you take, Joe Burrow here. So not a running back again, right? Then you're down here. I mean, I guess you can take the Judkins, Caleb's. Like that's typically where I take my first running back when I'm picking from the one. Is either pick six round pick or 7th round pick, 73, 72 sort of a situation. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of coping with my quarterback situation. I'm justifying it, but I think we can make it make sense. Have you discussed J.K. Dobbins and Chubb yet? How high should they go? I have not really. We can talk about that. Chubb is still off my board completely. I don't care about Chubb signing. We did the same thing last year. I had 0% of him last year. I'll have 0% of him this year. I'm not doing the Chubb thing. I won't be picking him. Not going to happen. I'm not picking Chubb at all. So I really don't care how high he goes. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't take him. I'm not even really entertaining that. I don't even, I mean, I don't care to speculate if I'm being honest, like wherever the market dictates he goes. If I, gun to my head, I don't know where he goes. Like I'm not taking Chubb over Hunter, Lloyd, Giddens. So does he even rise? I don't know. I'm not taking Chubb at all. Dobbins is a little more interesting. I don't think Shipley should be up here. I really don't know why he's so valuable in a lot of people's eyes. I don't think AJ Dillon's dead. And even if Barkley should go down, I think it would be a split. I don't think Shipley's getting all of the work like some people seem to think. So I don't know. Like, I don't know how much J.K. Dobbins really rises either. Like he's kind of been drafted and he already shifted as soon as he started visiting with the Broncos. Like his ADP already shifted kind of to where he should go. So, man, I got to do it. Let's do Baker, who I have ranked ahead of Mahomes. I really would have liked if Igbuka fell to me. That would have been cool. But let's do Baker with Bucky. That's fine. Oh, not Patrick Mahomes. Jeez. Let's do Baker. And then we're going to bring in Jordan Mason. That's too easy. Or I do Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey is maybe what I should have done there. I'd rather have Baker. I'd rather have Baker, Jordan Mason. Yeah, that's just too easy. So now I've got the game stack with Baker, Bucky, Waddle, a little bit of more correlation with the Zay, Jaden Reed situation. Yeah. Considering the Baker fall, I'm just gonna make that happen. I kind of planned it out in my head that if he fell to this turn, I would take Baker. So there we go. So yeah, I don't think realistically, I'm not sure either of them really rise. Like JK will, because I don't know who else are you going to click, but I don't know. For my money, I'm probably still taking Rico. I'm taking Braylon. Like, I guess if he does rise to like right around here, the Roshan Eckler range. Yeah. I think that would kind of be his ceiling for where he rises. So like 10 picks, 15 picks of ADP difference, maybe. But he already rose after visiting with the Broncos. So I don't think much. Same thing with Chubb. Like, I'm not taking him. I mean, I'm not taking him at all, but maybe ahead of Samson. I think he probably flipped Samson, but not Lloyd, I don't think. Not Hunter, I don't think. Not Giddens, I don't think. At least I'm not taking him over any of those guys, that's for sure. So, I don't know. That's kind of my 2 cents on those two guys. It doesn't really move the needle for me. It really doesn't. So, yeah, maybe I'm alone on that. Just got AJA Wilson at pick 2. I'm cooking. What? Hartman? AJA Wilson? Aja Wilson at pick 2? I'm not sure what's going on there. Woods over Chubb? Wood over Chubb? Asia Wilson at 2? What are we talking about here, guys? What's going on with the chat tonight? My mom's my dad? What are we doing in the chat here, guys? I don't have a Wood or a Chubb or either of them. I think that's WNBA. I don't know WNBA, man. Like, I have no idea. I know nothing. I know Caitlin Clark and the rebound queen, The under the basket rebound queen, whatever her name is. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Caitlin Clark and whatever her name is. Those are the only names I know in the WNBA. I'm sorry, but I'm not watching WNBA games. I'm not watching the NBA either. So there you go. I much prefer college. Angel Reese, there we go. That's who it is. I knew it was something like that. I was like Princess or something. Angel, there we go. Asia is very good at basketball. I'm sure she is. A lot of those girls are phenomenal. Caitlin Clark is phenomenal too. W. Daly's brother, Asia was like Jamar Chase. Okay, there you go. Cook it up, man. Man, I'm a special kind of DGen. Like I'll admit that I'm a special kind of DGen, but like I ain't doing no WNBA dailies. Hartman out here doing WNBA dailies in these streets. That's another kind of DGen altogether. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the hustle on that. Get it. If you see an edge, man, if you think you got an edge on it, take it. Do it. Absolutely. Out here in these WNBA streets. Gotta love it. I really wish Thad didn't take Drake May on me, because it definitely would have been Kyle Williams, Drake May, no question. Let's do Christian Kirk. Let's do Christian Kirk, and then let's do Justin Herbert. Pairs with Kirk, works with Mayfield, and then I can be done at 2. It's either that or Jordan Love. And I just like Herbert's playoff schedule more. So let's go Herbert. Herbert and Kirk, they pair up. Don't mind that. I like this team a lot less. Honestly, I don't love getting the 1-1. I really don't like drafting from the 1 spot. Like 3 streams ago, we had the 1 spot, and that was like the worst team I've ever drafted on stream. And this one's not that far off. It's not great. It's not horrible, but it's not something I love, to be honest with you. I bartended in a sports bar, so I'm is literally the only thing that saves us from watching baseball till football kicks off. So yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, baseball. I like baseball. I can watch baseball. I don't particularly right now. I don't have a lot of time on my hands with streaming and work and house and kid on the way and blah blah blah. I don't have kids yet, but wife's pregnant, so yeah, don't have a ton of time. But I hear you. I hear that. She's not an angel. I know. I've heard some sound bites and seen her. Yeah, she's aggressive. They're awesome in making those layups. 3-pointers, man. Some of them could shoot. Caitlin could shoot. That's for sure. Maybe Asia Wilson can shoot. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know who she is, to be honest with you. Imagine the NBA players all hate each other. It's amazing. Yeah. It's so toxic, man. Like, it's so toxic. Like, I don't love that at all, man. It's not a good look for the league. But what do I know? In my lifetime, I'll consume 0 seconds of WNBA. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably there with you. I've never turned it on. Yeah, I've never turned it on personally. So we'll see. Maybe I will at some point. It's going to feel better when Burrow ADP adjusts, I think. Yeah, that's what I've been saying for months and months and months. Like, it'll be easier to push Joe Burrow when his ADP falls to like mid-low 60s. Or low to mid 60s, I should say. He's almost there. Jeez, he's almost at 60 right now. So it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to push him now. So now it's like, now you don't take him at the 48, 49. Now you can push him. I still think it's potentially prudent to do for at least until it falls to like 62, something like that. If you've taken Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and McBride or Harrison. It's getting less and less easy or likely to get T. Higgins to fall to 24 here. So, in my opinion, if you can get that fall on T. Higgins and Trey McBride, if you can get Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Trey McBride, I still say Joe Burrow at 48, 49 is not a bad way to go about it. But again, if you're only taking one, like I've been saying for months, if you're only taking one of them, push them all the way around. That's kind of where we're at right now. You just got to roll with the punches. That's right. Asia Wilson is like Tom Brady for WNBA. Sweet. Hope that, like Caitlin Clark's a pretty big star for them. So if they could, that's the thing. If they get a few more stars, they could make some noise. They could definitely make some noise out there. They need more stars. That's the thing. They just need more quality talent. Not that they don't have, they have what they have, but they need those stars, that are beyond the WNBA brand. Like Caitlin Clark is the first one really that's kind of transcended, if you will. So, yeah. Jordan Love's still on the board here. I don't really want to go down that road. I guess I should have taken Tucker Kraft or something. There goes Jordan Love. That makes sense. It's definitely Quentin Johnston. That's for sure. And then we're going to go. Yeah, it's Quentin Johnston for sure. And then we are going to bring in Jalen McMillan to pair up with my Tampa Bay. I kind of have to. And then I'm obviously done at wide receiver. So it's running backs and tight ends from here on out. Yeah, we're in an okay spot. Obviously, we're stacked up on that Tampa Bay Miami game again, but it's one of my more focused on games. My running back room's in a good spot, so I can stop at 5. So a 2-5-8-3 is kind of what we're looking at. Almost 100% of the time is where we're at. You not knowing Asia is a lot like your wife not knowing who Josh Allen is. Word, fair enough. My wife wouldn't know who Asia Wilson is either. So there you go. My bad for the WNBA talk, brother. Yeah, you're killing the stream, Hardman. Come on, man. You're killing the stream. The older you get, the harder doing shit like this. Unfortunately, everyone knows family comes first. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, I mean, we're doing construction on the baby room right now. By construction, I mean we're painting, which is a lot, man. You got to sand it down. I got a putty, And the previous owners of our house did a horrible job trying to do their own renos sort of a thing. So we've got to fix it all. So yeah, we're at the paint stage now. We've got to finish a couple little touch ups. Then we got to do the prime, do the paint. We got to paint the ceiling, get that all done. It's just a lot. And then you're always worried about the lawn. I got to, water my lawn after this. And then I got to cut it. I didn't cut it over the weekend. So now it's super long, looks bad. Got to finish up my backyard, man. Just white, first world problems. I am white, but first world problems, man. It's tough out there. But Arby's and teas. That's it, man. That's it. Arby's and teas. That's all we're drafting from here on out. Land this plane. I think we'll be all right. I mean, I don't love this team. I don't despise it either. It's just all right. I mean, it's correlated for week 17, but not really much of anything for week 15, 16. Maybe we can get something going for weeks 15, 16, but it just kind of is what it is. I'll take Pitts if he falls to me, sure. I'll take Algier if he falls to me, sure. I'm not too worried about either of those, but if it works out, it works out. Great. Yeah. I'd like to have a little more correlation in weeks 15, 16, if I'm being honest, but Like, there's really nobody there. So it is what it is. We can try to fill it out, but we'll see. That was why, like, when I was on BBG's channel the other night doing the draft we did, it feels really good to get that correlation done and over with early in the draft. Not only to be done with it, but also you get the quality pieces. Like now, if I'm doing bringbacks, it's, you know, backups, handcuffs, you know, question marks, stuff like that, right? So it doesn't feel as good to correlate late in drafts. I'd rather just be picking the best player available right now, which is probably still the most prudent thing to do regardless. But I mean, it's hard to not get correlation and want correlation. So I don't know. We'll see how we land this plane. Like it's fine regardless of anything realistically. And there go the Atlanta guys. That's, again, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It really doesn't matter. Wait till Thad picks. It's definitely going to be Brenton Strange if he's still there. I mean, Roshan's probably a good click at this point. I don't love it, but let's go Roshan. I'm going to force it in. I don't really love it, but I'm going to force it down my own face. Actually, oh God, I don't know what I want to do here. I kind of want to pull up Cade Otton. Let's go Strange and Otton. And then I'm in a better spot at tight end. Let's do that. Maybe I'll regret that one, but we'll see. We'll see how this shakes out. Yeah, we gotta land this plane. BG goes hard. My boy streams like till like midnight. I'm on the West Coast time. I know, man. Like, I don't know how these guys stream for so long. Like, I start to lose my voice. Like, if I don't have water on the go, like even if I have like a wine or a beer, like that doesn't really help my voice. If I'm being honest, like I don't know how these guys stream for so long. Like I don't know what you talk about. Like, you know, I guess if you're just drafting with the fellas, you're just doing your thing. Candyman too, like you know, they draft for like 3-4 hours. BBG's out there for like 3-4 hours. I think that's crazy. Mind you, like BBG's not working right now, so I mean, he's got, you know, he's a little bit bored probably, and not as much going on. You know, lives in an apartment, doesn't have the yard work. You know, it's brutal to have the yard work, front yard, backyard, garbage. You got garbage, you got the compost. It's just responsibilities, you know what I mean? I wish I could just rip drafts all day. Literally, I was saying that to my wife earlier today. Like, why do we have to work? Why can't we just do the things we want to do? You know, work on my yard today. That's what I would have liked to have done. You know, instead of working, just work on my yard, rip some drafts. I could have, you know, done the German Shepard today. If I didn't have a job, that'd be sweet. Just sit and just rip all of my German Shepherds, fast draft. You know, let's just win Best Ball Mania. That's what I'm after. And then maybe we'll take some hiatus from having a job. Land the plane like Captain Sully. Pretty much is what we're trying to do. My running back situation is not going to be like incredible. Mind you, we had a good start, like JT, Bucky, and then Jordan Mason. Like I'm happy with that for the majority of my weeks. So there you go. I could never live stream. I'll let y'all do that. Yeah, it's a grind. I mean, I've only been live streaming for a couple of years now, but I've been making content for like 5 years. By like, I mean over 5 years. I've been making content. Used to do UFC content. I'm a big UFC fan. It's just like those fans, like the gamblers and the fans and all that of UFC, they're fucking ridiculous, man. They're a whole other level. Just ridiculous. I swear they like gamble their life savings and then blame you if you're wrong, or you know what I mean? It's a whole other game. So I stopped doing that. It's like, this isn't worth it, man. People are like sending me DMs and shit. It's just like, holy, this is a whole other level, you guys. But I used to do UFC content. Thought about doing golf content, but it's whatever. Big F1 fan too. Love me some F1 in Canada. It's in Canada this week, actually. This weekend, we got our Canada race. It's good times. I hear you. To get into slow drafts in order to get all the drafts in. Yeah, man, I'm in slow draft hell right now. I have like 10 German Shepherds slow going right now. It's I hate it. I hate being in slow draft hell. I really do. I really would. I much prefer to do fast drafts. I think I have a bit of an edge on in fast drafts. So that's much where I prefer to do my drafts. I think, making quick decisions, I think I can do that pretty well. But yeah, you got to do what you got to do. I wanted to max that German Shepherd, so here we are. Appreciate you, Disbanded, man. We all do. You're in pretty much all the streams in the chats for all the streamers. So we definitely appreciate all you guys that do show up for us. Keeps us going, keeps us motivated, So we're not just out here talking to the ether. I mean, I was for a long time. That's how she goes, man. Like, not a lot of people are watching all the time. You gotta do what you can. I guess it's JT Sanders to pair up with my Tampa stack. Like, we could do that. Can't go Giddens here. Don't want to go Marshawn Lloyd with Jaden Reed. Just don't really want to do it. It's fine. You can, but I just don't really want to. So let's go JT Sanders. Let's go Rashard Smith. Pairs with my Chargers stack. Gives us a little week 15 option. I like Rashard Smith a lot, so I want him in these time box tournaments at least a couple times. And then we're going to take one more running back to finish this out. I don't want to match bye weeks either. This could be an Audric Estimate team. I might take Audric Estimate here. Unless I want to take like Trevor Etienne. I wouldn't mind taking a higher like floor. But who is a high floor down here? No one. So, what are we doing? It could be an Audric Estimate team here. Kyle Monagai is getting some steam, but like I'm not super inclined to buy into that. Ollie Gordon is here. Could make sense for this team, but I don't think I'm going to go down that road either. Like, honestly, Trevor Etienne, does he become that, like, juice play? There's just not a lot of clicks down here. I think it's either going to be Estimate or Trevor Etienne, oddly enough. I think. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you, man. I try to get all my picks in before I go to bed, like literally all of them. And if not, then I'll have the player that I'm like two, like let's say I'm one pick away, I'm on deck, right? I'll have two players kind of queued up for like, these are the guys, I'm going to take them regardless. And then I put them in my queue. And then even if like first thing in the morning, so basically the last thing I do at night is check my slow drafts. And then the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is check my slow drafts. My wife loves it. Yeah, it's awesome. So I have it set up that way that, but it's like when you go on like let's say it's like a weekend golf trip tournament or something like that, like, which I have at some point this summer, but I should be done all these slows by then. But when you do something like that, or you go camping or anything, like you're stuck to your phone, like, and I don't get service everywhere I go in this country. Like I can't be in the middle of nowhere and get service. So I don't know. We'll see. It is what it is. Again, first world problems, man, making it sound real tough out here. But I don't think anyone's playing the violin for me. So We'll make it. We'll make it through. But yeah, 2583 finish is what we're looking like. Kind of a similar squad that I built. I really don't think Debo was the click for me here. I think that was a bad click. I like this team a lot up until we got to that Debo, Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed was the click, so that's fine. It would have been great if Matthew Golden fell to me, and then I could have just double tapped Green Bay with my Zay Flowers and then bring in Jordan Love down here. That would have felt really nice, but he didn't. Would have been really cool if Drake May and Kyle Williams fell to me here, but Thad got that, so that looks really nice. That's always fun. Definitely like that for him. And he's got Stephon Diggs. Nice. Nicely done. What's he got for Jets correlation? No Jets correlation. That's okay. Mark Andrews with Jordan Love. And then Wicks. We're going to do, yeah, I guess it's either Estime or Etienne. I haven't really heard anything about Etienne. They're both like the running back 3 on their team, realistically. Let's go Keaton Mitchell, actually. Let's do that. The missile. Let's do Keaton Mitchell. Let's do that. It was a tough room. I do it when I wake up in the middle of the night to pee, man. That's dedication right there. It's hard in these streets. I feel you, man. This was a tough room. So we ended up with a 2-5-8-3. Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert, Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving, Mason, Jordan Mason, Brashard Smith, and Keaton Mitchell in here. Didn't overlap bye weeks. We have 2 Baltimore players, which is not the end of the world. I just didn't want to overlap bye weeks. And really, Keaton Mitchell was the guy. I don't mind that. Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, Debo, Reed, Kirk, Johnston, McMillan. Pretty stacked up on the Miami, Tampa Bay game tonight, which I'm fine with. And then a little bit of correlation with Houston Chargers. Chargers versus Houston. I don't mind that. Single stacked. Quentin Johnston. Bring back Kirk. We got Brenton Strange, Cade Auden, and Jatavian Sanders. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's definitely not as good as the first team we drafted, but I don't mind it. Let's take a look through everybody else in the draft while we have a few minutes. We got Thad in here in the 3 spot. Drake May, Jordan Love. Massive discount Jordan Love. I like that. Barkley, Hampton, Cook, Dobbins, Chubb, Dowdle goes with the 2 free agent signees here. Dowdle at a nice value. He was on my radar. I would have taken him, but good value there. Pulled up JK. Interesting. Pulled up Chubb. Okay. Barkley, Hampton, Cook feels really nice. Huge value on Cook. So we got a lot of value here. By we, I mean Dad got a good amount of value at running back. T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin, Judy, Diggs, double stacked the Drake May. Trey Harrison, I should say, Kyle Williams, Robinson, and Wicks, Mark Andrews, and Conklin. Little light on the tight end room, but that's fine. Probably didn't need Wandale here. Probably another tight end instead of Wandale, but that's fine. We got UCF Jaguar in here with the goat horn. Shout out. We got Bo Nix and Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, that can work. I can work with 2. Chase Brown, Trevion Henderson, Swift, Travis Etienne, and Tyler Algier. Yeah, that can work. That can play. Deebo Samuel, Lad McConkey, week 16 correlation. Travis Hunter, Cortland Sutton and Mekabuka, Alec Pierce, Keenan Allen, Diamond Brown, Tutu Atwell, So we've got Denver, Jacksonville. We got a double stack Jacksonville here with the Denver game just stacked up. Cortland Sutton. Denver game stacked up week 16. We got Dimey Brown in that stack as well. Jake Ferguson and Isaiah Likely. Again, a little light on the tight end room, but not the end of the world. Tutu Atwell at the end here. Okay. I don't mind that. Jason Calhoun, the Huron River Rat up in here. We got Brock Purdy and CJ Stroud. Don't mind that. Stopped at 2. Nice value on Stroud. CMC, A-Chain, A-Chan, Javonte, Garendo, handcuffed. Jarquez and Marshawn Lloyd. I would have been fine with this without Javonte Williams, but that's okay. Tyreek, Devonta Smith, Pearsall, Mooney, Higgins, Knoll, Wilson. So double stacked Houston, triple stack San Francisco, triple stack Houston. Okay. George Kittle, Loveland, and Schultz. So Loveland's the bring back for Kittle, or the San Francisco, I should say. No Chargers bring back, but that's fine. Yeah, this team can do it. Little, too much at tight end, I guess. Like, it's not necessary, but obviously you want to stack up Houston there. I probably would have left Schultz off this team and just brought in another wide receiver. That's probably what I would have done personally. I mean, yeah, you've got the triple stack, but I just don't think it's really necessary. I don't think he adds anything to this tight end room, especially without the Chargers bring back. That's just kind of my 2 cents on it. But yeah. Who else do we got? We got Doc. We got Doc 79. Wizard 777. Is that the guy who advanced like 80% or something like that, or like 70% last year in BBM? Jalen Hurts, Fields, and Daniel Jones. Not sure Daniel Jones. Oh, he is necessary. Never mind. Okay. Had to bring in Daniel Jones. 3672. That's fair. Little value on Fields. That feels nice. Value on Hurts. That feels nice. Breece Hall paired up with Fields, Judkins, Scadaboo, Stevenson, Bigsby, and Roschon. Nice value on Roschon. That's for sure. He was on my radar. Nice value on Roschon. I don't know if you need Roschon, though, but I guess like it's kind of a free click. So, yeah. Puka, London, JSN, Olave, Pittman, Thielen, DJ Moore. Definitely thins out right here, but your top 4 are in good shape. So, you're all right with that. No Philly. So, naked Hurts. Running back for the Jets, and then Pittman with Jones. That makes sense. Warren, double stack. There you go. Okay, that's fair. This team can work, though. Warren and Freiermuth. This team can actually work. It's just really interesting. It's really interesting. It's a little different. I'm sure you don't have a lot of teams like this, Doc, but I kind of like it, actually. It's a little different. A little thin at wide receiver right here, but other than that, it's pretty fine. Like I said, I don't think you needed Roschon, but such good value that that's fine. You're going to need, like, running back's going to have to be in your flex most weeks, which is fine. It's just you only have like 4 options that are going to hit your lineup week in, week out at wide receiver where you start at 3. So I don't hate it. It could work. It could work. Let's catch up in the chat, and then we're going to get out of here, guys. Nice pivot, Wandale Poos. Was waffling Lockett versus Schultz. Yeah, I probably would have went the wide receiver over Schultz. I don't think it was necessary. If you had the Chargers bring back or double bring back, then yeah, I think it would make more sense, but it's fine either way. Wide receiver's not good on that team. I mean, yeah, it's a little thin, right? I was thinking the same thing on RJ, Roschon Johnson. Yeah. I mean, it's such good value. It's hard to pass up, but again, like, And what running back's probably going to make it in your flex most weeks, but you only have 4 wide receivers realistically to make your lineup week in, week out, where you need to start at 3. That's my big thing with wide receivers. So I want at least like 5. I want at least 5 like solid options. That's why it's like 5 wide receivers through 8 rounds is pretty much a firm rule for me, pretty close anyways. And then you can take some shots, get some rookies, whatever. But that's kind of just what I'm doing and how I'm attacking it. But we're going to get out of here, guys. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, you appreciate the content, I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. Turn on the bell for notifications so you know when I'm going live and you can draft with me. But I post on Twitter as well. Follow along on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, hit follow there. We're on the road to 1K followers on Twitter, so that's a good one. But yeah, we'll be back. Like I said, tomorrow night, I'll be on with JT Best Ball. So shout out JT, go over there, follow his, or subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. We'll be there tomorrow night drafting with him. I'll be back here either Thursday or Friday for sure, probably Thursday night. And then I want to golf on Friday night. You know what I mean? I need some me time. I need to get some swings in. So we'll be back on Thursday night, tomorrow night on JT Best Ball. Thursday night, we'll be back here on this channel, Off the Schneid. And then we'll see what we do. We'll definitely do something over the weekend. So like I always say on Off the Schneid, if you're afraid to be wrong, you'll never be right. Hopefully tonight we were right and we bink the Schnauzer 2. Have a great night, guys. We'll see you in these streets. I'm going to go do my golf stuff.